Hey, Lynn. Hey, Lee. Hope y'all can hear me okay. Hey, Jason. Okay, you heard that? Good. There's no sound because I wasn't talking. Maybe a lag, though. What's everybody up to today? I'm going to name this, instead of modeling matinee, I am going to name it The Blame Heath Show. Since this was originally Heath's time slot, and he went back to work, so I took it over. So if it's a crappy show, it's Blame Heath. Working on the workbench, Lee. Beans. I've been working my butt off on the layout. I got to do a layout update for November. And no kids, Lynn. About playing on the layout. How's that? Yeah, we'll blame him for that too, Jason. Tell you what, those boxcars look great. I'm still in semi-shock. I was so focused in on that CB&Q box, winning that CB&Q boxcar, I didn't realize I won the Army one too. Show y'all. Hey, has anybody guessed? Yes, Lynn. That is Anfield Road layout in the loft is Lee. Has anybody guessed what crew, what railroad's crews coined the phrase U-boats for GE locomotives back in the 50s? Yeah, I need to get a heavyweight car too, like a Pullman troops. I got tons of military vehicles. My picture locked up? Like my picture is locked up. Oh, I know why. Lost my monitor, my wireless monitor. So it looked like. Really at stretching the capabilities of this. Hey, John! How's your holiday N-scale layout coming? Wondering about that. Gonna have it ready for this holiday season, John? Wireless monitor. There's a huge delay. Let's grab that. No, it was actually, well, it may stand for utility, um, but the term U-boat is derived from one railroad's crew. Yeah, you're looking it up. No fair. Google doesn't know everything. Got a prize for the first person that can come up with it. Can't believe I'm stumping Jason. Oh, it's not the Burlington. Nope. Thought it was another railroad that serviced Chicago. You should know this, Jason. Should be a hint right there. Nope. SP did not service Chicago. Ah! Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Well, you can't keep guessing. You're just guessing everything that went into Chicago. It was a Rock Island. All right. I have one of these security camera things, brand new in the box, that I will send you. Yeah, just name every railroad that services Chicago, right? Yeah, the crews of the Rock Island. Rock Island ordered a bunch of U-25s, and I say a bunch, but probably the most. And it was their train crews that labeled them as U-boats, and it caught on and stuck. I know, Lynn, but he was the only one guessing. I didn't see anybody else guessing. Oh, you did. I bet you sent it to the. You sent it to my other one, so I gotta get the phone out. Send it to me how, Lynn? Oh, okay. Messenger. Yeah, that's cool. See the new bot? You didn't see the whole video, Jason? You didn't watch the whole video? I have a whole new train, or had. I don't have it put together anymore. Let me fire up. I see it live. Okay. GP30. And, just to give track power. So I gotta have a caboose. The only place I don't have all my magnets in yet. Hey, Dwight. Steve Freak. Okay. in case anybody wants to come up. Went from John to John 2. Now it's just J2. I'll do that, Lynn, after I get this train for Jason. And down there, okay. I see you, Lynn. There you are.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I figured rather than privately sharing what I'm doing, I would come on here for a few seconds and share with the rest of them. I'm in a modular club, everybody knows that. And I'm working on another module that'll match up with an existing one, but it's going to be desert. Odd, that's what's around here. Ghost town on one end and a mining operation on the other. And for the ghost town, this is what I showed Steve a minute ago. I've started on this Campbell kit, but I'm modifying it for size. That is going to be an abandoned, rundown old house. And this morning I was around where you can see tearing up the where's this go? This is weird. Anyway, the deck. So while Steve was asking about the U-boats, I was whittling on the deck. Then talking about his nifty box car and everything. I picked these up on eBay last year on the cheap, as I always do. Supposedly new, which they appear to be. And then had my buddy at Green Steam. If you don't know who he is, he's the one of the NASA engineers in the club, and he added sound and lights and all of that. And I have two of these. And being an engineer, his hardest part, and I haven't figured it out myself. The ditch lights are oscillating, so they do this thing. So that's my show and tell for the morning. So,
all right.
I don't want to take up all of your time and stuff, but I just wanted to share those with the audience.
Please do. Jason's got me on a quest now.
He's good at that. It's early. Well, not quite that early, but it's early. Well, I'm going to back out. That's really all I had to share with you. I was going to have things running and stuff. I forgot the time difference that you were on so early, and later on I'll go to Home Depot and spend money.
What? It's only what 8:30 your time?
8:47, the clock says. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yesterday was real early. In fact, when you came on, I was filling out a survey. I got they call it showstopper, aka COVID,
Yeah.
booster shot yesterday or the day before.
Ah,
And
well, I got mine last Friday.
it arm is still a little sore, nothing like it was yesterday, but couldn't sleep, just felt yucky, crummy.
Yeah,
But
I got flu shot combined, and got the COVID and booster in one arm and flu shot in the other. And
oh,
I was okay the first day, but the second day I felt like crap.
well, the wife isn't feeling that great today, but yesterday was my bad day. Now I'm back to normal. But anyways, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for having me on for a minute, and I'll stay
Not a
in the chat
problem, man.
room, see what
All
all's
right,
going on.
all right. You can stay. You're welcome to stay.
Maybe I'll come back later, but
All
really don't have that much to share. I don't want to take up all your screen space here. So, all right,
right.
chat with you later.
Bye. Oh, Shay. Hello, Roy. You have to excuse me. I'm assembling a train for Jason. All right, Jason. Here we go. Let me switch cameras. All right, Jason. Boxcar, two of my new Burlington covered hoppers, a new 4-bay hopper, and the Army boxcar. Should be coming back around. So, Roy, your boss and wife, did they not have the vaccine? Yep. I hope you have. Hey, Lee, see you there? Let me add you. There you
Hello.
go.
I just thought
Hello.
I'd pop up. Just thought I'd pop up. I was working on a project on the bench, but I'm not revealing because it's a video. Because I'm running out of content.
Well, I saw you just post one. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
After we're done.
it's part 2 of the last video where they was making that bench thing with the putting the lights on from the train shed.
Uh huh.
It's part 2 of that.
Ah.
With my new intro.
Okay.
The new intro is the big boy, the American big boy. I've had someone do me. Someone in the States does my intros for me.
Ah. Oh. I didn't realize he was from the States.
Yeah, he's from the States. Yeah, Steve Essex is from the States. He does my intros. I have got another one, but I like the big boy one he done me. It's on this new video that's just gone out. I like the way we've had the dislike taken away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was.
Yeah. The dislikes gone. The emblems is still there, but the dislikes have gone. We've had the dislikes removed.
Okay.
It is what it is with it. We'll see how it goes. I've been just doing filming, but I only put content out every Friday now. Content goes out on every. I'm seeing where the mic is. I put my headphones on back to front. That's me all over. The camera's in a different place because I've been filming I've been filming some trains running. I've been filming my big Christmas train. The video that I'm going to be doing video.
Yeah, I've lost too many relatives from the showstopper, and every single one of them did not have the vaccine. They were anti-vaxxers, so their choice.
Oh, they're still there, are they, Roy? I didn't. So they are still there. I thought, but you.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw where you still had the option.
Yeah, they're still there, but dislike or liked, it doesn't bother. I haven't even created my live stream for Sunday yet. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm busy. I've got to clean track as well. Oh, I hate cleaning track. I've been working on the loft layout as well, and that's all. Track 1 is all rewired, and trains are running on track 1. I've just got to start rewiring track 2.
Okay.
But track 2 is going to be the hardest to rewire because track 2 is not the continuous loop. Track 2 is the one that's got 5 sidings off it. So all the sidings are going to have to be powered as well in it. So it's going to be a mission.
So I got this train running for Jason, and did he leave?
I do not know. I've only got YouTube chat up. I've only got StreamYard chat and not YouTube. I've got YouTube
I don't
chat.
see him. That's okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen a comment off him for a bit. Have you seen Chris, Dave Williams? I've started doing a new show when I went on a Thursday night.
No, I didn't see anything, Lee.
Yeah, they've started. Chris Hales has started a new channel.
Yeah, I knew Chris started a new channel.
Yeah, it's Dave's on there as well with it. They done a stream. I had no internet yesterday. I've had to catch up. My internet went down yesterday afternoon. The whole lot went down. The telly, the internet. I couldn't do nothing. I was well annoyed. I'm sitting on the workbench doing stuff. I'm thinking I couldn't watch no YouTube or nothing. It annoyed me.
Jason signs on as he can, and typically on his lunch break, so it may have something to do with that, Len.
That's a good one. That I've only just seen that. What Roy for? Get the dog to clean it. I wish. I've started cleaning it. I have got my cleaner out and my cloth. I have been cleaning it. But the problem I've got with this layout, I can only, for reaching further over, I've got to get the ladders and I've got to use a bit or a cleaning thing on a stick. It's harder to do. So it was.
Lynn, one of Lynn's friends from California that moved out to here to the Tampa Bay area, Jason Friend was over last Sunday, and he had a track cleaning car, so we ran it all around the track.
Oh, nice! I'm looking at a track cleaning car, but it's not going to happen till after Christmas now. I don't think. I've got other matters that have got to be paid, more bills that have got to be paid more than getting me track car. I've been doing bills, but it will be coming on my channel. I will be doing an Amazon wish list.
Okay.
The Amazon. I'm not expecting anyone to buy off the Amazon wish list, but I'm going to create the Amazon wish list. If they want to contribute tribute to my channel, they can. It's mainly just going to be stuff for me doing my scratch builds, because in January I'm going to start starting a proper scratch build series in January. Building stuff out of for the layout and doing. I've got some kits I'm going to be building, so I'm going to be looking at doing stuff like that with the channel. See how that works.
Oh.
So I tell you now, that layout, that camera there, that angle you've got there, Steve, looks good.
Farm?
Yeah. The farm looks good.
I always have to adjust the light on that one.
Oh, I've changed. I've got a lot of lighting differences now on mine. Well, that was clever. I've just catapulted all the paper that was on the top. But there's that, and I'll show my train shed lit up. My train shed lights up. You can see right inside it.
Oh yeah.
And that's cool. It's only 2 wheat grain lights. It's only 2 little wheat grain lights on the framework. Let me see if my headphones will let me. The framework is in, so I can lift the house off the top.
Oh,
yeah. I can get in there for cleaning track.
Yep.
And then I can just put it back on. And it works. I thought that's what this video is that's uploaded. It's when I put that into place and lit it up. It's only a little short video. I only upload once a week now. I do my uploads on a Friday, my live stream Sundays, and I've got a layout update.
Blame Heath, Lynn. Oh, I just lost my display adapter again.
Yeah, blame Heath. It is you. It is Heath's slot usually. So we blame Heath. Blame the Heath. I'm gonna see where I can see if I can. I should have put me blue. I think me Bluetooth. I don't know if my Bluetooth headset is charged. So that scrubs that one. I'll have to be wired in. Oh, ugh. I can't believe how dirty the track is. It's got to have been running trains constant.
I've got such a huge delay on
Oh, it has. I've noticed there's been a lot of delay with StreamYards lately.
I don't know that it's StreamYards. I've just got too many things.
Oh, too many windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got my JMRI running, and then I've got my Manicam and 8 cameras running.
Yeah.
So then StreamYard.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping. I'm hoping to get an update out video, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because I haven't done as much as I wanted on the layout. I've been too busy working on kits on the workbench. Like yesterday, because I had no internet, I sat there and just built some kits on the workbench. But I was hating it because I had to watch the telly instead of YouTube. While I was working on the layout, wasn't good at all having no internet. Jason's asking how long are you going live for?
I don't know. Probably till 1 o'clock, which would be noon your time. An hour and a half. No longer than 2 hours, right, Lee?
Yeah, no longer than it doesn't go no longer than 2 hours. It doesn't go no longer than 2 hours. Not like me, and when I go live for Sunday's one was not 4 hours, it was 3 hours 13. It was nice. It was nice to have Dragon back on my live stream actually on Sunday. Painting the dragons.
I had a hopper not want to go away.
I had a derailment earlier, but I've got a video next week that's going to be an interesting video that I can't wait to get out there. It's me, trusty old warrior, doing a big, massive train pull of a load of carriages. That's all I'm saying about the video that's coming out.
Okay.
Put it this way, it's pulling carriages from one corner of the layout. It's got the full 8-foot length of me layout. It's got the full carriages is 8 foot long. And it's pulling it with no problems. That's all I'm saying. Right round the layout. It's an experiment, and I decided to try, and it worked. So I thought I'll video it. Let's see if I can run trains now, because I have just cleaned it. Oh, she's going to run. No, she's not. I need to clean over there, and it's come off. That's not a problem. Get the grabber. Works wonders for getting over there.
one SD 45 that just does not like to.
I serviced all the trains yesterday as well with no internet as well. I thought I'll go on the workbench and clean train wheels as well. Oh, so that's running. So I've got back trains running. I can run trains again. I'm going to put the mail train on. Even though I've got no mail. There we go. We'll have that one running and we'll get another train running. Oh, don't you dare. Oh. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, that's derailed. And there was that. Why, when you put the camera on, does I always get a derailment? Every time I put camera on, I get derailments left, right, and centre. I must admit, though, I do like this camera. It's a lot clearer.
What kind is it?
Polycam.
All right, John. We'll see you later.
See you later, John. See you around the streams. I'll try and catch some of the American streams, but it's getting harder now. And especially last night with no internet, it done me head in. Especially when I was scratch building on the workbench yesterday all day. And I couldn't watch YouTube, watch why I'm scratch building on the layout. Back in a minute, Steve.
Alrighty. Absolutely, Roy. get the other train back to running. Could be me breathing. Is that any better? TB. Oh, Taco Bell? Favorite tacos of all time. And keep in mind, wife is from San Antonio, lived in San Antonio for a decade plus. And my favorite tacos of all time are still Jack in the Box. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I love it when the USDA or FDA or was cited Taco Bell because they were claiming beef burritos and beef tacos, and there wasn't enough true beef in them. It was all made from red slime. Yeah, Roy, I'm telling you, those deep fried tacos from Jack in the Bell, they put some of their taco sauce on them. They're to die for, man. I grew up on them back in the day when they were still in the Chicago area, and then didn't have them for years. And finally, I ended up going to work for Jack, running one of their distribution centers. And so I had unlimited supply. I think I'm going to switch camera views. Classify the inbound from Minneapolis.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah. I tell you now, your layouts come on leaps and bounds, Steve.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
It has come on leaps and bounds. Well and truly. It's like mine has. I can finally run trains. But I'm hoping to try and I need to try and get a USB mic. I want a USB mic for when I'm filming instead of me lapel mic. I've got my lapel mic that works all the time now as well when I'm filming to get better quality sound. That's Union. Is that grey one Union Pacific?
What gray one? No, that's Burlington.
Burlington. Oh, I knew it was something like that. I weren't sure I could see it.
Chicago,
Like,
Burlington, and Quincy.
oh, yeah. I must admit, the box cars you get there compared to our box cars are a lot better.
Our cars in general are bigger.
Yes, they are. Your box cars compared to our box cars are tiny. Our Hornby box cars are
A lot of
tiny.
it has to do with distance traveled. The UK is so much smaller than the United States.
Yeah.
And you can run a bunch of smaller stuff faster and easier and supply chain wise over shorter distances more economically.
Yeah,
Whereas here, because of long distances, you better move big carloads and big trains.
Yeah, I'm hoping I may have a train show video out. I may be going to a train show on when is it? Just looking. 18th of December. I may be going to a train show, so I may be getting some footage from a train show.
Okay.
It's a Christmas train show that's at one of our local. It's a train club that do it, but it's a little show they're doing. They'll only have about a couple of people there and probably a couple of stalls. But I'm hoping I'll go to it because it's not far from me, and I'll get some filming done for the channel.
Now, change cameras again. Maybe. This does not want to.
Right, I need to turn my camera off and move my camera. Oh, no, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to move it. My camera does look a lot clearer. That camera is a lot.
Keep losing my other monitor.
Which one? Your touchscreen one?
No, not that one. I have 3 monitors, and one of them is wireless. I've got so much that it's not. Just don't have the video capability to drive them all.
Is there no way you can put it on a wire?
I only have 2 monitor outputs, VGA and HDMI, my computer. And I'm already running 2.
You could do with looking at a splitter where you can split. You can get the splitters where you can have more than 2 monitors.
Yeah, but if I don't have the power in the computer to drive them all with all the cameras I'm running,
Yeah,
MRI,
yeah,
etc.,
that's
it doesn't do any
yeah,
good.
yeah. So that tower's now struggling with the power.
Yeah, because I keep adding.
You keep adding stuff. That's the problem with that Minicam. It uses a lot of thingy with it.
Resources.
Yeah, I can run one camera off Minicam, no problem.
What I tried to do here was I was trying to bring in my security cameras, and I just don't have them.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to start work on my pond, but I need to decide how I'm going to start the work on my pond.
Roy, the CB&Q, Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy, all right, originally started in Aurora, Illinois, about 45, 50 miles west of Chicago. And it started as a means of servicing Chicago and the western suburbs. Okay? And then it eventually started expanding westward. And Chicago is, of course, in Illinois. Quincy, of course, is in Illinois, midwestern, on the western side of the state, on the Mississippi River, about mid-state, about halfway between the Quad Cities and St. Louis. Okay, and Burlington is just south of the Quad Cities on the Iowa side of the Mississippi River.
Steve, you still got your StreamYards up on the monitor?
Yeah. Oh, I see Jason down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off, Steve. I need to go and do some stuff, mate.
Okay, we'll see ya. What, Jason? You eating again?
He's always eating.
I was just wondering how long he was going to keep me down in the basement.
I could see it.
It was buried. Let me say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off anyway, Steve. I need to go and get some stuff done.
All right.
Okay, see you later. I'll be in chat anyway.
Okay.
Bye for now. See you, Jason.
Bye.
All right, take care, Lee. Whoa, I see myself twice. That is trippy.
Yep. I'll change that here in a second. As soon as I change cameras. All right. Now you don't see yourself twice.
So, soon as you put, I guess, your train together, or you went to go put your train together, my boss came into my office. And I had to bail.
I figured something like that.
Like, I had to jump ship. Looks good, though.
Yeah, you should, if you would have watched eventually, I have a number of flat cars with military vehicles on them. I got, let's see, one.
Yeah, I saw that train too. I came back in for like a minute or so.
5.
Like right as soon as she left.
Yeah, I've got like 5 flat cars so far with military vehicles on them. And
that's pretty cool.
Let's see if that one shows. Let's see this other one here.
Yeah, I thought I saw it earlier because you were pulling it with the 2 Burlington units.
Yeah, there's 3 there.
Yeah, there they are.
And then there's another one back in the upper left. There's another flat car there. And there's one more over at the Heinz Lumberyard. So I'm just slowly building up flat cars because I have a ton of vehicles.
So I will tell you something pretty cool about that U.S. Army boxcar.
Uh-huh.
They used to run down to a munitions plant down in a town called Camden, Arkansas, and it was serviced by a short line railroad called the East Camden and Highland. But only, like, from what I was told, only those rolling stock that belong to the Department of Transportation or the Department of Defense could transport things like munitions.
Uh-huh.
So that boxcar went. I don't know if it was that exact one boxcar, but several of the U.S. Army boxcars went down to that plant to pick up munitions, and then they were moved across other railroads. And I want to say that the East Camden and Highland interchanged with the Rock Island, or it was part of the Rock, and then of course the bankruptcy thing, and then Mopac took over UP, that thing. So
the Rock serviced a number of arsenals. They serviced the Rock Island Arsenal. They also serviced, and I can't remember the name, it's just southeast of Joliet, Illinois. Both the Santa Fe and the Rock.
But see, Highland Industrial Park used to be an arsenal years ago.
Uh-huh.
The only arsenal in the state of Arkansas I know that they did not serve was the Pine Bluff Arsenal, and it was served by both the Mopac and the Cotton Belt because they were both in that area.
Who serviced the Marine Corps Navy in Memphis? Supply depot.
In Memphis?
Yeah. And I don't know if that was
Rock Island had, so well, you had Illinois in Memphis, you had Illinois Central, you had Louisville, Nashville, Frisco went through there, Rock Island, which Cotton Belt had trackage rights over the Rock Island into Memphis. Mopac had trackage into Memphis. Well, it could have been a number of railroads, to be honest. I'm trying to think what some of the other East Coast railroads were that came into Memphis. I know Louisville, Nashville was one of them. Frisco was a different animal because the Frisco came out of southwest Missouri through northeast Arkansas. That's where Randall Ellison is.
Right.
The Thayer sub was originally the Frisco, but then the Frisco had trackage that went through Memphis down to Birmingham, Alabama. So that's how BNSF has trackage all the way to Alabama, was through the Frisco.
Okay. Somebody has some serious bad background noise.
It is probably me because I'm sitting in my truck with the windows down. Just if that helps, and maybe I don't sweat out, and if I do, I'll have to.
Oh, I didn't. It's not bothering me. It's Roy who was saying that. Yeah, if I get a few more flat cars for all those military vehicles up there. Of course, they're all obsolete for this time period I'm running. Well, not all of them. I guess the M48s and the M60 would be okay. Still, and the 105 howitzers. The Shermans and the M10 tank destroyers are definitely out of date. And the half tracks. Hey, it's the Illinois National Guard preparing for The Blues Brothers. Oh, did I lose Jason? Yeah, I'll resend it. How? Anybody else who wants to join, feel free. There you go.
You know, you leave it to Roy Hardwick to say something about background noise because I had my windows down. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll roll the windows up and I go to crank my truck up and then somehow it dropped out.
Well, Roy, 89 foot flats are not going to run on my railroad. They did not exist in 1966 or 68.
No, 89 flats came out well, it was originally 86 flats and then later 89. So those didn't come out till like the mid 70s.
Okay. Hey, Gus.
Hey, how are you?
Wonderful.
What's going on, Gus?
Hey, everything's lovely on this end. Got almost spring-like weather, but it's going to come to an end pretty soon. But today and tomorrow is going to be lovely.
It's always spring-like level weather here in Tampa.
Ah, yeah. No, we got I'm going down to Roanoke. They got National Train Day. They're going to be having some event at the Roanoke Transportation Museum or Virginia Museum. They're going to be running some excursion trains, and I'm going to go down there and help them out with the Cactus Joe. It's a little old trackless train that runs through the parking lot.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. So,
you know, I lived in Cordele, Georgia for a number of years, and every October they would have Thomas the Tank Engine. They had an excursion train there too. And Cordele, I mean, anything and everything you've ever seen, read, heard about rural South Georgia, it's true.
okay.
But anyway, it's a great rail fanning. They even built a rail fan park there in.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Well, up at Strasburg, I think they're running Thomas the Tank Engine up there, and I think they had a bunch of. I think you have to buy your tickets online, so I think that's going to be the new normal from here on out.
Well, there's a lot of new normal changes.
Oh yeah. Well, I just thought I'd jump in and say hi. I'm glad to see y'all are doing well.
Yeah, Gus, glad to have you. And Roy, yes, 60 footers. That's what I do need.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right, Gus.
So did they have? I know some of the piggybacks I'm doing are 50 footers.
They had. I'll tell you. I've got some down here.
They've got 45s and they've got 50s.
If I find my ruler, there it is.
Because they used a lot of the 45s to carry the 40-foot trailers, and they used the 50s to carry the double 20-foot trailers.
I've got a 40-footer from 1945.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a 50-footer, which is U.S. military. I've got a 53-foot center depressed. And I got another 50-footer.
Yeah, I don't think they had 60-foot flats.
Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, the 50 footers they put 45s on. I know. So typically, what did they use for dual 40s?
50-foot or dual? You mean dual 40s or dual 20s?
No, originally until like mid 60s, 40-foot trailers were as big as the railroads would haul.
They used 86s.
All right, and
To put two 40-foot trailers, you would need at least a flat car that's 80 foot or longer, but they would typically do 86 foot.
uh-huh.
Yeah, 86 foot. So that way, you know, when they went around curves, the trailers wouldn't hit each other.
And I've seen them where they've had the fifth wheel hooked to the trailer in front. I mean, to the gear on the flat car in front.
Yeah.
All right, you know, you got two flat cars. Two flat cars like that with the tandems over here and the fifth wheel hooked over here because it would pivot.
They've done that at they've done that at times as well. I don't know how it prevents them from derailing, you know, because you know, to have that articulation, the tires would need to
move too.
You know, when it goes around a curve, the tires have got to adjust somehow.
Unless there's a platform on them.
Yeah, like a pivoting platform. That would be the only way.
Then in the mid 70s, they came out with the road railers.
But 86, yeah, 80s, they came out with that, and then they started transitioning the 86-foot flats to carrying containers before well cars came out.
50 footers, yes, Roy.
I don't know if that is me breaking up or Steve breaking up.
I was reading what Lynn had put down. I didn't realize there was German sabotage on an ammunition depot. Yeah, 50 footers. 40s and 50s is what I'm currently running. I'm going to change them around in JMRI. I think I'm going to edit and create military flat cars so that I can do military train with military destinations, et cetera, et cetera. There's Roy.
That'd be cool.
So, Steve, I'm Kansas, going back to Mac to get another load to go home. The trailers you're talking about, when you said when the trailer was on one trailer or flat car and the hitch was on the other flat car?
Yeah.
That's for the triple 53s. You had 3 53-foot trailers between two 8 cars.
Okay.
And one flat car had a wide body where the tires for the one that was spanning the two cars. So the tandems could slide as it went around curves.
Okay. That makes sense. I knew I'd seen them. I didn't know how they worked.
Yeah. So the fifth wheel was on the end of one car, and the tandems were on the other end of the other flat car. And then at each end of those cars were 2 53-foot trailers.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect
so one
sense
of the
because
one of the flat cars had to have
a
wide body. What? What, freak?
Well, it's either, they would have to do that, or they would have to build 110-foot flat cars to hold two 53-foot trailers. And
right, exactly.
That ain't happening.
No. That's why they had the wide. So one of the flat cars.
I want to say.
See, one of the flat cars had to have a wide body. It flared out for the tandems of that middle trailer, so it could slide as it went around the curves. And that's all it did, is it slid. The trailer actually slid back and forth on the trailer or on the flat car.
So were the tires then in like a wheel well type on that as they slid?
No. It was just the car body. The car body was just wider at one end, about, I think. It was noticeable. If you look down it, you could see it flare out. So
Right.
I'm assuming probably maybe a foot or foot and a half on either side, and only for the last like maybe 10 or 15 feet, depending on where the axles were at on the trailer, where they had set them. Because most 53-foot trailers have sliding tandems, so you can adjust for weight. So it's wherever they were sitting, it had to have that much of a wide body on the flat car, so wherever the tandems were sitting, they could slide. And no,
So
I don't think
they didn't lock the tandems down.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just hooked up from the fifth wheel. That was it.
What would keep that over time? It's sliding. What would keep it from inching one way or the other until it fell off?
No, there was a rub rail. It got to maybe.
Yeah. Okay, there's a well, so to speak, a rail.
Well, it's not. No, I'm thinking the flat car was just flat, but on the sides there was a rub rail like 3 or 4 inches, so the tires wouldn't slide off the flat car. It would hit that rail and then stop.
Okay. All right. It's probably more than 3 or 4 inches though.
Yeah, I don't know. I never did really see any when I was. I mean, from where I lived, none of them came through from where I lived. So, and I only saw them on. I don't know. I don't remember where I even seen them, to tell you the truth. But I know they were built.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, but now since the containerization happened, now there's, well, that's the other thing. You can haul. Well, yeah, you're right. That's 100 and. What did they do? Well, because of container standardization, they got 53-foot well cars and spine cars, and now most of that's hauled on well cars and spine cars. And there are some flats that have been converted over to haul containers too. And there's some well cars that actually are called Husky stacks, and they're all purpose. They have a fifth wheel at each end, so you can haul a single 53-foot trailer in the well, and it's hooked up to the fifth wheel. Yeah, but that's all you can haul.
Right.
Ooh.
I'll never forget looking out of my office one day down in San Antonio and across Interstate 35. The Mopac, I think it was Mopac, either Mopac or Frisco had a rail line. I look up one day and I look across there, and here is double stacked containers and well cars with the top stacks just at least 30 of them peeled back.
Oh, shit. They hit a low bridge.
Yeah. Oops. Somebody didn't do their research.
So, Roy, what is that train called that is, pulling the trailers where the trailers are like free floating in the air?
That's a road railer train.
Where it's like the trucks.
Yeah.
That's a road railer.
Yeah. It's a road railer. Called? Yeah, it's usually just triple crown.
There's built-in rail wheels that pivot down. All right.
Oh, you're talking back from the 50s.
No, these would have been in the 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, there's some trailers that have road rail or truck
And there's
wheels mounted to the trailer itself, and they pivot down, and then that raises the truck tires up off the rail. But nowadays there is a bogie that the end of the one trailer sits in, and there's a hook in the bottom right below the doors. There's a hook that hooks in, and then on the other side, the front, the fifth wheel just, I don't know if it's not the fifth wheel. I think it's just the front of the trailer clips into that bogie somehow, and you have trailer, end of one trailer, then the beginning of a trailer, and that's all you have. So you have a whole train of that. So the only slack you have is right at the engine where the first coupler is at. So you have 6 inches of slack and be pulling 100 tractor trailers and only have 6 inches of slack.
Yeah. Hey, Mason Dixon.
Yeah, and those are usually just triple crown trailers.
Yeah, that's what I've seen those.
Yeah, that's the only ones that make those that hook into those bogies.
Yeah, I've never seen them here, but I've seen videos of them, the Midwest.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't think they went west of St. Louis, but I've been seeing some coming over to Kansas City here a couple of times and stuff. But I don't think they go west of KC.
The original road railers that I saw were on the Illinois Central, south of Chicago. Like running between Chicago and New Orleans.
There's a massive crane in front of me, like 7 or 9 axle crane, and there's people behind me wanting to pass. Oh, here we got a car wanting to pass, and there's 3 trucks behind me and 2 trucks in front of me. I don't know where they're gonna go. I'm not gonna let them
figure it out.
I ain't gonna let them in front of me, that's for sure. And they're passing on a blind curve right now, and now they want to get in. Yeah, I hate people that do that. I'm not passing because I'm gonna jog off up here on a side road, so everybody's got to be in number 1 position. No one can figure out, oh wait, there's a slow moving vehicle ahead. And the other thing is that in about a mile, there's a 2-lane passing sighting coming up. And this car is going to jump out here in a no passing zone and pass 2 trucks and the crane. Doesn't need to.
Yeah. People these days, they're so
He just jogged in behind the crane because a pickup was coming around the corner. Yeah, let's see, what is it? 5 axle, and it's got a 3 axle bogie for the crane boom, and then it's got its tractor trailer behind it for some extra, for the extra weight and rigging and whatever else. Yeah, because they're can't drive 45 for 4 miles and have to pass everybody and get in a head-on collision when you don't need to do that. Because people are impatient.
Yep.
I'll tell you, you're not on an interstate.
No, I'm 2-lane blacktop.
Oh yeah.
And here they pass again. Half a mile before the passing lane, they pass again. Had a stupid prime truck back behind me. He wouldn't get over in the right lane when it came up to a passing lane. I had to pass him on the right. Then I flipped him off as I drove by.
Arkansas just passed a law that you're not allowed to drive in the left lane unless you're passing.
Well, that's good. And hopefully they won't. Okay. Hopefully they won't shut the left lane down to trucks, because that's where I do most of my passing is in the left lane.
Here's the problem.
They won't shut it down to trucks. It's literally people are not allowed to just coast
sit there
in that left lane.
Well, they got that for Oklahoma too. But no, what I was. Go ahead, Steve.
I've had it in almost every state for 30, 40 years. It was keep right except to pass, or slower traffic, stay right. Keep
Yeah.
right. The problem becomes nobody enforces it. And if they
Yeah.
don't enforce it, it doesn't matter what laws you have if they're not enforced.
Yeah. No,
So,
Right.
no, Jason. What I was meaning was between, was it Conway and Little Rock? There's a section, or no? Yeah, Conway and Little Rock. There's a section that's 3 lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they never shut the left lane down to trucks, because that's where I do all my passing, in that section.
I know in the Little Rock proper area, like
Yeah.
I-440 that goes around by the airport,
Yeah.
it's 3 lanes on each side, but it's restricted. The 2 right lanes are for trucks only.
Yeah, which is stupid. Because you
But
get
I
trucks
guess
that are
that's
only
because
doing, what? Go ahead.
I guess it's because there's so many exits in a row.
Oh,
That's the only reason I could think why it's only that way in the Little Rock proper.
yeah.
But they're in the process of widening 167, 3 lanes all the way up through Cabot, and then renaming it to I-57 or I-53. I can't remember. But it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be interstate from St. Louis to Little Rock.
Oh, that'd be 50. Wait,
57
I think
runs Chicago to Sikeston, Missouri. Missouri.
And
that's the
60.
One, I think that's the one it's going to be, Jason.
Well, they're already.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's. I think it's 57.
I think you're right. Because it's supposed to run up to like Pine Bluff. Not Arkansas, Poplar.
No, Willow Springs.
Yeah, that's it.
Or Poplar Bluff. Oh.
Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff to Dexter, that area. Yeah.
All right,
Well, see, I came across Missouri 60 from Sikeston, and they're already wanting to name that. I think that's going to be 57. Because 55 goes south at Sikeston, and 57 goes west at Sikeston.
Right.
Or I mean, that's where 57 comes in from the Illinois side, from Chicago, and they're going to continue that to Willow Springs, and then probably turn it and go down.
Right.
Yeah, because 55 comes into Arkansas through the Boot Heel, and it goes down to Memphis, and then crosses over, and then it goes down into Mississippi.
Yeah.
Correct. All the way to New Orleans.
Yep. So it's 57.
57 is supposed to connect Little Rock to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then you got 69, which is
69.
supposed to connect Houston to Detroit.
Yeah, 69 west, and then jogs and goes south, and then back west again, and then back south again, and yeah.
Checking all my switches here. I got my new U-boat running too, Jason.
That's awesome. I still got to put a decoder in one of mine. I haven't done it yet.
The new, I almost called you because I got this thing and I went to adjust the CVs to speed match it with my other U-boat, and it's a Tsunami decoder in it, not a Tsunami 2. And when I went to adjust the speed table to speed match it, I had it all screwed up. I couldn't get it to respond. I had to do it about 3 times.
Yeah, the Tsunami ones are a different animal. So one of the things that I've been doing with my Tsunami 2s is I've went in and disabled the manual notch, or not manual notching, but auto notching based on speed steps. So I completely disabled that, but I enabled the digital dynamic exhaust.
Yeah.
So now it's notching based on the amp stall of the motor.
Okay.
Which is more prototypical or more realistic.
Change my screen again so you can. Let's go to that one.
I guess we lost Roy.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Didn't even notice. I'll tell you what, since the Burlington didn't run
There it is.
Yeah, since the Burlington didn't run any Alcos, all right, the next best thing is sound-wise are the U-boats. Because the EMDs are pretty boring sound-wise. Is that Roy back?
Yeah. Yeah, he's coming. So I asked you a question earlier, and I don't know if you saw it or if you answered it when my boss came in and I had to bail. Did the Burlington run actual coal trains, like coal unit trains? Or were most of their hoppers used for like aggregate ore?
I never saw a coal unit train on the Burlington growing up. All right, you would see coal hoppers in a manifest freight. All right, and you'd find all kinds of coal up and down the tracks. Welcome back, Roy. Now that said, I prefer to run a coal unit train. You also have to keep in mind, all right, the Burlington ran out through Casper, Wyoming, and out to the coal fields. Okay, but most of the coal back in my era came out of Illinois. All right, Illinois was a huge coal producing state. You go down not far from that arsenal I was talking about, southwest of Chicago, southwest of Joliet, and you look at a map, there's a place called Coal City. And it was in the 60s, it was nothing but wasteland, old strip mines, abandoned strip mines by that point in time. And now it's a big recreation area. They turned all those holes in the ground into lakes and such. So it's a big recreation area. Oh,
We lost Freak.
He's back though. I see him. Okay, so did
yeah, because someone tried calling me, so I hit reject, and then it's like I couldn't hear y'all no more.
Anyway, Illinois was a huge coal producing state. So you didn't have the unit trains coming out of Wyoming to Chicago. They were coming out of southern Illinois up towards Chicago, and that wasn't really the Burlington's area of operation. That was more Illinois Central, primarily Illinois Central. Chicago and eastern Illinois ran a bunch of coal. So Wabash, I forget who else. But Burlington did.
So what I'm trying to do is, with me. So with me putting in a power plant on my layout, I'm looking for a railroad that had a unit, like a group of coal cars to run and service the power plant. And
Rock Island might have, out of southern Illinois. Did we lose him again?
No, I don't know. Yeah, probably did. He needs, and I just did it. Freak, you need to put your phone on Do Not Disturb so any incoming calls won't lose the signal. Won't make the signal interrupt.
For you, Jason, Illinois Central. Union Pacific didn't get anywhere near you. But Burlington would be the other one. Union Pacific, Burlington,
No.
out of the Wyoming coal fields. Rock out of Southern Illinois. I don't know who else came down in your area.
It's your railroad. You can do what you want.
So the Class 1 railroads, well, I know that, but the Class 1 railroads in Arkansas, you had Frisco. Frisco had a small piece, but Frisco just kind of cut through it, a corner of the state. Mopac had the most territory. Rock Island had the second most, and then the Cotton Belt was third.
So, look at a rock route map, and if they go anywhere around Southern Illinois, mid to Southern Illinois,
the problem with the Rock Island through Arkansas is they ran east and west, so they ran from Memphis to Oklahoma City. They didn't have anything north on the north side of the state. The only two railroads that ran north and south was Mopac and Cotton Belt, which both of them ran to St. Louis. So I would just need a connector from, basically saying an interchange from St. Louis, which railroad would have interchanged?
The Rock would have, or Illinois Central, either one, both went through Memphis, right? So if the Rock comes west out of Memphis.
Well, I'm looking for St. Louis.
Oh. Well, the Burlington did go into St. Louis in conjunction with the Rock from the north. I don't know. I don't know where the coal. You might have to look at where the coal came from to determine what railroad, whether it's coming out of Illinois, Indiana area, West Virginia,
because there's coal.
There's coming out of the west.
There's coal mines in southern Indiana.
See, that I don't know. I guess what I'll have to do is look on some of the Mopac historic registers, because it seemed like every power plant that ran off of coal in the state was ran off of Mopac. Or Mopac, ran to those power.
Oh. Then somebody's getting it to St. Louis for Mopac. All right.
What about Kansas City Southern? What if it's getting, he's thinking coming out of St. Louis. What if it gets over to KC and Kansas City Southern brings it in? I think we lost him again. I'm really surprised I haven't lost you, because I just went through an area that I had no signal, hardly.
You're having a tough day there, Jason.
I do not understand this, because I've got full bars. Look, if I was to take a screenshot right now, I would show you that I have full bars.
Hey, all I got right now is 5G.
I just put my phone on D&D, so hopefully that will help.
Hey, what about Kansas City Southern?
GE.
Freak.
Kansas City Southern came. Okay, so they were in the state, but they ran north and south on the very western edge.
Okay, all right.
I still say it's going to be the Rock.
So what I was trying to say before the phone, before my phone cut out again, was Mopac serviced all of the power plants within the state.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be coming out.
And of course, I'm not running anything Mopac, so I was looking.
And if it's coming out of St. Louis and not Kansas City, all right, then I'm going to say the coal itself is coming out of Illinois or Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if that's the case, you're looking primarily at the Rock, Illinois Central. I don't know, if the LNN, did Mopac go into Memphis? Jason? Did Mopac
L&N went to Memphis. I don't think they went to St. Louis.
No, but did Mopac?
Did
Are you
Mopac go
positive
into?
the coal's coming from St. Louis and not from Memphis?
Mopac they did have a track that went to Memphis. That is correct.
Because you could have.
But I mean, Cotton Belt went to Memphis too.
But you're saying Mopac hauled all the coal. I'm saying
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think it would be coming out of the Union Pacific coal fields. Burlington, for that matter. Because why wouldn't they cut south?
If the Mopac pulled the coal. So that's the tricky part, because see, the Mopac also went west out of Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if the coal came from the north. I don't know if it came from the west.
Yeah.
But for my railroad per se, I'm trying to bring it out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, which is an interchange with the Frisco. But I was thinking more along the lines of St. Louis. You have more railroads in St. Louis than Jonesboro, because that's where I'm wanting to bring my train out of staging to come and service the power plant.
The other day I was coming across Kansas and I was on 400, and it crosses 69, and there's a train track there. There was a train going north, and it was a loaded coal train going north, which would be going up to Kansas City. So where is it coming out from the south? It had to get, some way. I know where the coal fields are at from Illinois and Indiana. So it had to come west, and then it went north. So maybe your coal, maybe it went to Memphis or came out of Memphis and came down and then came across the state somehow.
Hell, it could be coming down by barge out of Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, true.
West Virginia coal fields, down to Memphis or
Yeah.
Where.
That's another idea.
Ohio and Mississippi join there at K Road, right by Sykeston.
Yeah, well, if it came into came into Cairo by barge.
Yep. Or
I forgot about. Yeah, Paducah. Yeah.
Caruthersville.
Beep 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 beep.
It could have possibly came out of Mexico.
Coal?
It could have possibly came out of Mexico as well. Could be.
I don't know. I didn't know there was coal in Mexico.
Well, you got Kansas City Southern runs all the way down to Central America.
Yeah.
Did you see the comment I left for Robert?
And that's the main reason why both Canadian railroads wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, plus they haul a lot of. They're going down in South America. There's a lot of wood coming up. There's all this manufacturing that's going on in Mexico right now.
What about coffee? Coffee beans.
Coffee beans, yeah.
I don't know.
You got all kinds of options there.
Who knows?
Have you looked
I'm just trying to figure out which cars I need to get, because I do got. Go ahead, Steve.
Have you looked at like the Cotton Belt or anybody's Mopac historical site? I know, like the Burlington. There's a number of different CB&Q historical sites that I peruse, and there's all kinds of pictures. Primarily of the CB&Q's rolling stock, not so much as trains, but you can find a lot of train photos from back in the day as well. I saw hi. And Lynn, I saw your comment. I haven't looked yet. C-O-N-E.
C-O-N-E.
I don't know who that is. How about C-and-E-I? Chicago and Eastern Illinois. I don't know what C-O-N-E is.
No, C-O would be,
Chicago, Ohio, and Erie? I don't know.
yeah,
Well-
could be.
Never heard of it.
Well, there is a COER reporting marks. But I don't know what railroad that is.
Come on, Gus. Who is C-O-N-E? Crab Orchard and Egyptian? Gus says the Southern Illinois coal fields were served by Mopac. You see that, Jason?
Okay.
So that's
Which would make sense as to, and that would make sense as to why all the power plants in Arkansas had Mopac tracks.
The
Yep.
I didn't realize Mopac went east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well, the cotton.
Uh-oh. That was quick.
The cot.
Cut.
Oh, Jason.
There he is.
Yeah. No, I pulled up at work and it tried going to the Wi-Fi and I turned it off. But no, what I was saying is the Cotton Belt ran east of the Mississippi, but it was only in the state of Illinois. Because it ended at East St. Louis, Illinois.
Well, that's east of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they did have trackage rights into St. Louis, but they didn't own any tracks in St. Louis. However, they did have a freight depot inside St. Louis, so it's kind of weird that they didn't own any tracks in there, but they had a freight depot over there. I think it was Mopac is who they had the trackage rights through.
My Jason train derailed after what, an hour and a half?
And that's not bad.
Well, it ain't good.
Where'd it derail at?
Behind the stockyards.
On a turnout?
No, right where it's going on to the big 200-foot Central Valley Bridge. There's a little dip there. And that P2K GP30 can be temperamental at times. You run it long enough, the gauging goes out of whack.
Yeah. It heats up, expands.
Yep. Short line. Oh, the CONE was a short line, former Illinois Central. Okay.
Well, like I said, I've seen some hopper what they call bathtub gondolas.
Yeah.
With coal in them.
I think those are CMOs that I typically see, but I've seen box cars and covered hoppers that are COER.
COER.
You know, Burlington ran a lot of their freights elephant style. Don't know why, they just did.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, one of the things that I'm wanting to do is my power plant's going to be on the bottom level of the layout.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm wanting to run these coal trains because I'm going to have a rotary dumper, so it's going to be live coal.
Okay.
Running from the top level, going down to the bottom. But I'm just trying to figure out, I don't want like a whole bunch of random hoppers.
Is your rotary hopper going to work? Is it going to be operating?
I'm going to I still got to get the dumper, and they do make a motorized kit for it.
Well, the reason I say you may want to consider putting the coal plant with the rotary hopper on the top level so that can feed down to a flood loader.
Bucket or a flood loader, yeah.
Flood loader on the first level.
Yeah, see, I don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was going to do is have it dump. I was just going to have it dump into like a holding tub.
And take.
So when I bring the empties back up, when I bring the empties back up into staging on the top level, then I can just refill them.
Right.
I'd advise you not to fill the whole car with coal and put a piece of foam in there. You only have about, a quarter inch of coal on top of the foam. Because if you have a derailment anywhere on your train, the whole car dumps and you're going to have a mess to clean up.
That'd be fine.
That's what they have vacuums for. Right?
Yeah.
But it's just easier. If you only have less than a quarter inch of coal in each car, then you don't have so much to pick up.
But if your trackage is good, you shouldn't have to worry about having those messes.
Well, what if someone accidentally bumps the train? And
I guarantee if I had live coal, I would spill it.
Yeah.
I'm just that much of a klutz. Yeah, Lynn, I've heard of Patriot Railroad. Isn't that who bought the railroad you had your friend on with, Jason?
Patriot Railroad? No.
Yeah. Isn't that the holding company for all the short lines?
No, not the one that. No, because the railroad that my friend came on with was Ashley Drew and Northern, and that railroad's defunct.
Okay, there's somebody else that was on talking about short line railroads, and it was the Patriot holding company that owned, I forget how many short lines.
Now, a lot of the railroads in this area, shortliners, and we got one Class 2 regional, they're all owned by Genesee and Wyoming.
Yeah, that's the other holding company, big holding company.
Yeah, which somebody else owns them now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody bought Genesee and Wyoming out.
Well, it's okay. It's kind of like how the Rio Grande bought out the Southern Pacific, but decided to keep the Southern Pacific name. And then it's like how Southern Pacific bought out Union Pacific, but they chose to keep the Union Pacific name. Same thing.
The Southern Pacific bought the Union Pacific?
Yeah, go look it up.
I didn't know that. That's kind of like, the Burlington was primarily owned by the Great Northern and the Northern Pacific. Okay?
Well, look at it this way. You remember when Southern Pacific had speed lettering on the side of their locomotives in the late 80s and early 90s?
Yeah.
That was because the Rio Grande bought out the SP.
All right.
So they had the rights to use that type of font on their locomotives. The Cotton Belt locomotives never got it because they were fully acquired in 92. So there was 4 years, after, between the Cotton Belt and then the whole UP thing. SP, the way I read it, was their board, I guess, purchased the Union Pacific and all of their current subsidiaries, but because Union Pacific owned more stock and liquid, stuff like that, it would have been much easier changing or keeping the name as Union Pacific than having everything, redone.
Right.
So.
Well, guys, pushing 2 hours here. Uh-oh, we lost Roy again.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah,
he
I
didn't.
gotta
I
get
went
back
over
in
there.
here.
I just went to the YouTube, and there's such a big delay. The last time Roy dropped off is still showing there.
Yeah. Oh, it's a huge delay between StreamYard and YouTube. Well, that's like earlier when I was naming off the railroads, and you're like, you're still guessing, and I'm like, I stopped as soon as you said ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, there's a huge delay. All right.
You
Anybody
mean
got
I'm not
anything
here?
going on? No, your picture's gone again, Roy, but it's showing you mute. No, now you're not muted.
Yeah, Roy's in podcast mode.
I was only muting and everything because all you guys are computer voices, and because I was
Yeah,
losing signal, I think.
we're not real.
Yeah. Well, I got
Yeah.
to get back into work. My lunch break, I'm actually over, so
All right.
I'll see y'all
All
later.
right.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone
guys.
in chat that I cannot see.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. So, all right, later, guys.
All right. Bye, Roy. Bye, Jason. And bye, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend.